What is up, everybody? RandomRandomMan here, bringing you my review for Jason Bourne. By the way, at the end of this video, I will be revealing the winner for the digital copy giveaway contest that I have started in my previous video, so feel free to skip to the indicated time frame to find out the winner. Now, the plot to Jason Bourne, of course, follows our title character played by Matt Damon, as he is a former CIA operative on the run once again from the CIA to further find out the truth and secrets to who he has become. Now, I am a huge fan of the Bourne trilogy. I love all three of these movies. I haven't seen the Bourne Legacy, but I guess I shouldn't because I haven't heard many good things about it. But with these three movies, this is one of my all-time favorite film trilogies. Once again, Matt Damon does return to the signature role of Jason Bourne, and he needs no introduction. He is amazing as this character. This time around, I have noticed that he's speaking a lot less. I guess he feels that his actions do speak louder than words, as he is still trying to find the truth to how he became who he is in these films, but Matt Damon nonetheless does a phenomenal job. Also returning to this franchise is Julia Stiles as Nikki Parsons. I really liked her character in the previous three movies, and I feel that she does a nice job with the limited screen time she is given. Some players new to the cast do include Vincent Cassel as the assassin or asset hired by the CIA to go out and silence Jason Bourne. I thought he was very visceral in his role and how he was determined to get Jason Bourne and take him out. Also new to the cast are Oscar winners Tommy Lee Jones and Alicia Vikander. Jones plays the CIA director out for Jason Bourne's head, and this role definitely fits him like a glove, as he does know a thing or two about playing guys who are after wanted criminals. And the gorgeous Alicia Vikander plays another worker for the CIA who was out to look for Jason Bourne too. I personally thought she gave the best performance of the movie. I really think she could do no wrong after seeing her in Ex Machina last year, and I think that she was able to command the screen with every scene she was able to be a part of. The story here is definitely something to be mentioned, as compared to the previous three movies, the plot for Jason Bourne films are basically all the same thing. Now, watching the original trilogy, I never noticed this in the slightest, as I was always riveted by what the story had to offer. But with Jason Bourne, it is definitely noticeable this time around, as the little plot synopsis that I mentioned towards the beginning of this review can basically be applied to any one of these Jason Bourne movies, and they follow a similar structure throughout. The familiarity also applies to some of the characters, as the new additions to this movie are essentially playing similar archetypes to roles that have been previously portrayed by other actors throughout the Bourne trilogy. The one new character in this movie that is unlike others in previous installments is the one played by Riz Ahmed. Riz Ahmed plays this creator of a new social media platform, and I get that that was an attempt to try to make this movie relevant to today's standards, but I felt Riz Ahmed's scenes were unneeded. I thought he did fine in the role. I love him as an actor, but I think that if half of his scenes were cut down, this would have made the movie more focused. Granted, they weren't annoyingly placed in the movie, but they had me scratching my head as to their implementation until the final act. So yes, this movie is overtly familiar compared to the other Bourne films. Pacing-wise, I think that affected it a little bit towards the middle act, but I thought the first and last acts were still very nicely paced, culminating in a movie that is sufficiently done in about 2 hours. However, technically speaking, this is where we get into some of the best parts of what makes the Bourne movies really engaging. Paul Greengrass reunites with Matt Damon for this movie. He has previously directed The Bourne Supremacy and The Bourne Ultimatum, but the last team up he had with Matt Damon was Green Zone back in 2010, which I also really liked. And with those movies, I thought the action, with it being done with shaky cam, I still think is well done. A lot of people complain about how it's just too shaky and very frenetic for its own being, but I think that leads to some very inventive action sequences. One happening towards the beginning of the movie that takes place during a riot in Grease that leads to a very nice motorcycle chase, and the 115-minute sequence towards the end of the movie in Las Vegas, on the Las Vegas Strip, with a car chase and a really brutal fight scene. Overall, have we seen this structure done before in previous installments? Yes. Have we seen it done better? Yes. Personally, Jason Bourne is probably my least favorite of the Bourne series. The Bourne Ultimatum remains my favorite of the franchise and one of my favorite action movies of all time. But with more being added to the series now, in that Greengrass and Matt Damon are considering returning for another installment, I think that if there is another installment to be had, I hope for something different. As for what we got, Matt Damon is still a badass in his signature action movie role. The action is worth the price of admission alone, in my opinion, for its inventive set pieces, and I was still riveted throughout the story, even if it's been there, done that. For Jason Bourne fans, they'll definitely get a kick out of seeing Matt Damon return to this series, and I feel that action junkies will get their fix in what they see with this action thriller. My final verdict for Jason Bourne is 4 out of 5 stars. Alright, so you either watched this entire review or you skipped to this portion of the video to find out the winner of my digital copy giveaway for the Bourne Ultimatum. So I have all the list of entries in this little bowl, and just to make sure that I am not cheating, shaking them up. Alright, here we go. The winner for the digital copy code for the Bourne Ultimatum is Wiggleman. Congratulations, dude. I really hope you enjoy the digital copy code. I will be getting in contact with you to how you are able to redeem this film. Thank you all to everyone who has entered this contest. I hope to do more contests like these in the near future. Thank you all, as always, for watching. Be sure to like this video, comment on what you thought of Jason Bourne, subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll catch you on the next movie review.